All right, I want to do a short edit, a short video. I want to do a short video about my plants and garden this year, and I want to show you around. It's February 13th, 2021, and the plants are just starting to look at that. That's our lime, first lime fruits from our lime tree. I'll show you that later. And these are the organic sweet potatoes. Look, my wife planted these a few months ago, and look how big that is. It's like a heart. It's huge. Anyways, let me start with what I have in my yard, and I'll show you what I use. Over here is my pergola. That's my passion vine. I cut it out. I had two passion vine. I had one right here on the right and one on the left, and I had that trellised over. Here's a quick picture of it. So I decided to cut it to restart it fresh, to start new vines, but one of them died. This one died, so I'm going to put another one here, so in 3 months it'll be back on. So the passion fruits, I'm going to get that started again. This is my miracle berry. I already collected a lot of them. I have them in the freezer, and there's some dry ones here. Miracle berry will make any fruit that is sour taste sweet, or anything sour tastes sweet. They use this for chemo patients when they lose their taste for food, and it enhances the food flavor. This is my lemongrass. You guys know what that is. Calamansi, more potatoes, ginger, mint, cilantro, Abby's tomatoes. We haven't picked them, but it's ready. Cherry tomatoes, and a lot of culantro right here, or cilantro, and chives. And over here, more of my miracle berry, the potato. This right here is the hibiscus leaf, the red hibiscus. So I gotta plant this year. I didn't get to plant it last year. It's you can make a salad out of this. This leaves and even the flowers are edible. They're very sour, so it's very sour, tangy, really good plant to have. You can make a salad out of this, and if you eat it with the miracle berry, that turns anything sweet, that will turn anything sour sweet. It will make this leaf taste like sugar. And these are my Aratiles tree, or cotton candy tree. I have 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And what this is, the fruit is a tropical plant, and it tastes like cotton candy. Here in America they call them cotton candy tree. Jamaica, they call them the Jamaican cherry, or the rainbow tree, but in Philippines we call it Aratiles tree. It doesn't have a lot of fruits right now, but in the summer, oh my gosh, it's a ridiculous amount for how much fruits this thing has. It's insane, like a ridiculous amount. The whole tree is covered by it. So right now it's just making sporadic ones randomly. So it makes a blossom, which is right there, and they're starting to make a lot more randomly, and that's what turns into a fruit. There's another one right here. Sorry, my audio is bad. I'm just using my phone, so I'm just really wanted to vlog this. This right here is my Lychee tree. I forgot that. There it is. That's the breed, Mauritius Lychee. This is the one that I like. It's not furry. It actually has a thin skin, and it pops, and it's juicy, and it's the most flavorful one. These are the buds that it's happening on the top of the trees. So this year it's making a lot of buds, but Last year it made some and it didn't bear the fruit, so I hope this year it will hold its fruits and make more. So pretty. And yeah, it's still really small. And again, majority of my fruits, I planted these things just last year. Not lying, I'm telling the truth. This guy here was about this height, that's about 4 feet. And look at it now. The cotton candy trees are fast growing trees. These are slow growers, the lychee and all that. And I have here my lime. I showed you the lime earlier. This I planted last year as well. It's growing pretty decently. The leaves are getting attacked by some of the Spanish flies. The leaves are larvae in its leaves, and it causes problems with the leaf cutting. Hopefully it fights it. But yeah, that's my Persian lime. And over here is my peach tree. My peach tree starting to blossom. You can see right here, those are the flowers. And up there you can see there's an actual peach blossoming right there, or coming out. So they make such beautiful flowers. So pretty. And this thing here, I planted it last year, and look at the size of this thing already. It's like 15, 20 feet. Insane. This is the Prince peach, Florida Prince, I think that's the name. I forget. I know it's a Florida peach, and it's meant for Florida soil and weather. And this right here, my mulberries. I have 3 mulberry trees. I have the ever-bearing mulberry, I have the Shangri-La mulberry, and I have the Pakistan mulberry. It's already February and it's starting to warm up a little bit, and this thing is gonna have so much fruits. The one that you see here right now are the red ones from the old settings, but you can see here these branches are full of tiny leaves right now, and this is going to be even more packed and dense. And each of those branches has berries on them, and this is just one branch. Look at all those fuzzy things. Those are the berries. This thing is gonna have so much fruits. Let me show you. So much berries. It's just insane. They're all gonna turn like this, and all like this, and then they're gonna turn black. First purple, red, purple, then black. So they're decent size, but you can get a lot out of this tree. It's a ridiculous amount. Look at those branches. Each one is covered. It's crazy. That's my persimmon tree, my honey fig, black mission fig, brown turkey fig. They'll be coming out in a few months. That's my acerola tree. This thing here makes so much fruits. Acerola tree. Lemongrass, pineapples, my banana. It's cold just ended, so that guy will come back. And this is my Shangri-La. These are the bigger mulberries. What I mean by that is mulberries have different sizes. So this one is gonna have a fat one, like a fat berry. That one has small berries, the ever-bearing. And this one is the Pakistan mulberry. It's longer and skinnier, but to me, my opinion, this is probably the best tasting mulberries out there, out of all the breeds. The Shangri-La is much juicier, but the Pakistan, to me, it can get ridiculously long, even up to 6-7 inches, depending on the breed and on your soil. So I haven't tended to the soils of this during the winter months, but I have been giving it feeds throughout the year. Every 3 months I throw a pellet seed on all of my plants to keep them rejuvenated, and I do water them a lot, 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week in winter. I'm sorry, summer, and in winter I slow down So the Pakistan mulberry is packed as well. Look at this thing. It's packed. Each branch is going to be packed. And I planted this thing. I bought this thing about 4 foot height, and it just started branching. And again, the mulberries are fast growing trees. This guy here was this small, and now it's there. The Kenya tree, same thing, fast growing trees. So but yeah. And over here is my Carambola tree. We used to have a lot of this in the Philippines. This thing makes a lot of fruits. Sometimes it's too much. And I planted this guy again last year as well, in the beginning of, about in the end of 2019, last quarter of 2019, and it's already, look, bearing fruits. Look at that. It's a ridiculous amount of fruits. Talking too much. Let me stay quiet a bit. So yeah, if you want a lot of you want a tree that bears a lot of fruits, this is the one right here. This is the one. And I bought all my fruit trees in Lucas Nursery and also Green Jungle Nursery, local area here in Orlando, and they're all cuttings. They're all from cuttings. So what that means is that they all been taken from the mother tree. They take the branch, they cut it, they root it. So let me explain. So what they do is, again, my trees are all cuttings. What that means is this. Let me explain this a little better. They take a branch like this, right? They cut this branch and they put this, they take the skin off on the bark, they take the bark off, and then what they do is they root it. They take this, they plant it on a pot and tend to it. That grows, and then once that grows, you don't have to wait a few years for this thing to make any fruits. It will make fruit within the same year because it came from a branch. Versus planting this tree from a seed, and it will take you a few years to grow. So a lot of people don't know that. So when you guys buy trees, make sure you buy cuttings. Just like fig trees are the ones that are really good for cutting. Fig trees, mulberries are very easy to propagate. So you just cut a branch, put it in the ground, a good soil, like a soft soil, like a potting soil, and it will make you new fruits or a new tree like this. You cut this guy right here by the bottom, cut it right there, take this branch, put it in the soil, just tend to it under a shade, a little bit of light, and it will grow. Hope that info helped. Look at the cotton candy tree fruits. These things are so good. They're very, very juicy. Very juicy. You see those little seeds on there? Those seeds is what makes more trees. It'll take you probably a year or two for that to propagate, and eventually 2 years and it'll be a tree. But if you cut a branch off, it'll be different. That's my Indian mango tree. I built a little tree house right there. I'm not done with it. That's our Indian mango tree that I trimmed out. And this right here is the Puerto Rican mango. It's like a really small area, small fruit, very, very veiny. That means there's a lot of veins inside the fruit, so it gets stuck in your teeth. So this is my neighbor's tree on the other side, but half of it is overflowing on mine, and I don't mind at all. So, that's my mango area. This right here is my Jaboticaba tree, and in case you guys don't know what that means or what it is, it's from Brazil. It's like a grape. It's like a, there it is. I bought this a year ago. It's a Jaboticaba. It's like a grape that grows on the vine, on the bark, on the tree trunk. So it's really cool. It's just a slow-growing tree, so I haven't planted it yet. I haven't picked a spot yet because I want it to be in a good spot. That's my moringa tree, medicinal plant. You can make tea, put it in soup. It's a very good plant. It grows really fast. I actually got to cut this down because I want to build something here. This is my mayor's lemon tree. My mayor's lemon tree. I bought this in Home Depot actually, and it's probably the best tasting lemon out there because it's the sweetest. Because supposedly it was a crossbreed between a tangerine and a lemon, so it has more of a sweet taste. Hey, it has more of a sweet taste than sour. So, and the dark color is from the rain and dust, but it's a pretty color. That's my lemongrass. I already showed you that. But overall, for me to make all these plants grow steadily and productively, I do put a 4-in-1 feeding on them. This right here is made by Lucas, but you could get one at Home Depot. But I like Lucas because they make their own, and they're a nursery in Florida, and the soil in Florida is very sandy, so they made their own, and it's what they use in their area. So Lucas Nursery is on Loma. They make their own, and it is 4-in-1, and it's meant for Florida soil. So what that means is that it can hold nutrition. How would I say that? Florida soil is sandy, so the way you gotta feed it is different. Other places have a different type of soil, which is like heavy, dense. So again, this one right here is made by Lucas for Florida soil with the weather and the way the sand is. 10 to 12 is the formula, and I forgot the science on that. It's like 1 is for to make the plants green, 1 is for to make it bear fruits, and the other one is something else. I forgot my info and all that. So I knew it before, I just haven't studied on it. I just know that 10 to 12 is the formula of this plant. What? Why are you whining? A slug? No. Yeah, so sorry about the info on this. I know I didn't sound professional, but I used to study on all of this. I just don't remember exactly again. Potassium, nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus or something like that. But overall, that's what I use, and what I do is every 3 months I take like a handful or 2 cups or a cup, and I sprinkle it on the base of the tree, on each tree. And I don't just put it on the base. You guys got to be careful not just to put it around the tree. You have to put it on the perimeter of the branch. So if this tree trunk is here and that branch is there, you got to sprinkle around here, around the branch, because trees anatomy is they're supposed to, as far as if they were rooted from seed, is they root as far as wherever the branches is a good gauge. So in my opinion is, if you think about it, when water or rain gets on the leaves, that's where it drips down straightly below, so it waters their own feet of that distance. A lot of people will water here. You actually got to water out here and feed there. So same thing here, you know, again, water around the width of the branches. So that's it. Sorry, normally I use my good camera, but I was so happy to see my plants grow so fast, or I mean just grow, since it's getting warmer. It makes me just want to do a quick video without planning and make it more organic when I'm talking. So yeah, so if you guys like the video, sorry I didn't plan this, I didn't plan on bringing the big camera out, so I decided to just do this randomly. This is my treehouse. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy your day. That's technically my mango tree. This one too.